All right, ladies and gentlemen, so in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about how to build a school community online as a fitness or health coach. Okay, so I've personally scaled several fitness coaches, fitness brands, etc. to over 50 to over 100K a month using SKOOL. Okay, right now, SKOOL is a very trendy process. There's so much information out right now. There's so many content creators making information about SKOOL. Maybe you've seen Alex Hormozi's ads. Maybe you've seen other people's ads talking about SKOOL. There's a trend factor to it, okay? There's so much information out there. What I'm gonna be telling you about today is something that's maybe a little bit unconventional, maybe a little bit different, maybe something you haven't heard about with SKOOL, but actually is the best way starting out using SKOOL, okay? Right now, to give you a general overview of the market, what people are doing is the following. They're launching a school community that's like 20, 30, 100, 200 bucks a month, 300 bucks a month, okay? They use statistics like, oh, if 1% of my audience converts, then I'll be making $10,000 a month. I have 2,000 followers on Instagram, therefore, if 1% of, they use the 1% rule, 1% at $200 a month, then I'll be making $10,000 a month. Okay, statistics like these are just totally false, okay? Right now, SKOOL is very trendy. With trends, that follows with a lot of entropy. Okay, what entropy is disorder. Disorder of knowledge, disorder of information. Things are flying everywhere. There's a plane coming in here. There's a UFO coming in here. There's so many things flying all over the place when it comes to trends. And a lot of the times we follow the mindset of the masses. We follow what other people are saying to do. We follow these very conventional methods, even though they may be wrong. Okay, so what I'm about to share with you guys here is if you're starting out, and when I mean starting out, I mean you're making less than $20,000 a month online as a fitness coach, then this is a process that will work for you, okay? It's a different process. I'm gonna share with you the overview and why you need to follow this in today's video, okay? So right now what most people are doing is they're launching a paid school community, okay? With that process, there's a few different bottlenecks that occur in that process. Number one is audience, okay? If you're launching a free school community, a paid school community, and you have 1 million followers on YouTube, 1 million followers on Instagram, go ahead, launch that community, and you will become a millionaire over the next 30 days. Go do that. That's the equivalent of a hot girl launching an OnlyFans who's never launched an OnlyFans before. That's what the equivalent is, okay? But if you're starting out and you have no audience, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna launch a school community. When I mean an audience, I mean less than, let's say, 50,000, less than 100,000 followers, then on your platforms combined, then you're wasting your time, okay? If you have less than that, okay? For example, Nate Belmar, Luke Belmar's brother, who's making $120,000 a month with SKOOL, is charging 20 bucks a month, okay? He is absolutely crushing it because of his audience. He has status from his brother. Okay, he's been in his brother's videos before, who has like 1 million followers on YouTube. Okay, he has 200 or something thousand followers on Instagram. That makes sense. In the SKOOL games, for example, I'm actually friends with a few guys in the SKOOL games that I know. And if you look at all of the people who've won the SKOOL games and went to Alex Hormozi's headquarters and filmed those fucking ads with him, all of those people, if you put them all on a spreadsheet and find one thing that's the same between all of them, is that they all have a fairly large audience. If it's on Instagram, if it's on YouTube, if it's on fucking, I don't know, Snapchat, I don't know. They all have a big audience. All of them have a big audience, okay? So if you're coming in and you're thinking of launching a school community and you don't have a big audience, don't even try that, okay? Don't even try to even build it. I'm gonna tell you this, don't even try to build an audience because you're gonna be spending 2-3 years building that, okay, while there's other ways to generate cash on a short-term basis. I personally worked as a fitness coach online. I posted every day on TikTok, posted every day on Instagram, tried to scale myself up organically, okay, trying to get clients. Oh my God, posted every day, grinded. And it took me 2 years to make my first $10,000 a month. 2 fucking years to make $10,000, my first $10,000 a month. 2 years. Looking back, if I actually had the knowledge that I have now, I would have hit fucking $10,000 a month in my first week. Easily, okay? So the difference is knowledge and depth of knowledge, okay? Knowledge is commoditized, Okay, so number one, audience. There's a big bottleneck that happens with audience. If you have a big audience, go ahead and launch your Skool community. 20 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks a month, whatever, you'll get people that convert no matter what. Okay? The next thing that occurs is when you're launching a Skool community, okay? People come in and they think, oh, I'm just gonna launch a Skool community and make a bunch of money and everything's gonna be, blue skies and rainbows, okay? That doesn't happen, okay? When you're launching a Skool community, even if you have a big audience, you are gonna get clients who don't get results. And you're gonna get a lot of these clients, okay? You're gonna have about 98% of your clients that are not actually gonna get results with, let's say, a $200 a month, $100 a month Skool community. For example, Nate Belmar, who has his Skool community Anime Shreds, who's making a lot of money with that, his success rate, people who are actually coming in and trying to get an outcome, his success rate is less than 2%. Less than 2%. Yes. And this is because of a low emotional investment. They have less money they're spending not a lot of money on this community. They're spending 20 bucks a month. Do you think their level of emotional investment is going to be high if they're spending 20 bucks a month? If you buy a $300 steak, you're going to sit and enjoy every bite of that steak. If you buy a $10 steak, you're going to be like, whatever, throw half out later. Okay? So when you're coming in and you're like, when you're thinking of launching a Skool community and making all your money from that, your client results are out of the window. Okay? Because of price. Also, because of specialty. Okay? There's a lack of specialty. There's less one-on-one time. There's less touch points. You're basically selling a course. Course providers barely get any results. I've taken several courses myself, and I barely got results from most of the courses that I worked with. It wasn't until I shifted into what I'm going to talk about a little bit later that I actually got results with some of the companies that I chose to work with. Okay? Next is churn. So you're going to have, because of it's the same thing. Client results and churn kind of go hand in hand. You're going to get people who churn. Your churn rate is probably going to be realistically between 15 and 30%. That's pretty average. Okay? So you're going to have a big audience. You're going to get barely any client results, and you're going to have a very high churn. Objectively looking at that, I don't care if it's a trend. I don't care if Alex Ramosi says to launch Skool games. I don't really care about all of these wow factors. That doesn't seem on paper like a good business model to launch. Instead, what I have been doing myself with Skool, because it is so trendy, because it is so flashy, and because people are attracted to it, and the platform itself is amazing. I love Skool. Like Sam Ovens did a great job. I've been using Skool as a top of funnel attraction method to then get people to ascend later to a high ticket service offering. Okay? Because you're not going to make most of your money with your Skool community. You shouldn't even aim to make any money with your Skool community directly. Okay? You should choose to make money with a high ticket service that actually solves the entirety of the client's problems and actually gets and delivers a client from painful state that they don't like to their desired state, and actually get them there and actually be able to 100% solve the gap. You're not going to do that with a free Skool community or a paid Skool community. Okay? So what I've been doing is I've been pretty much, with my fitness coaching clients and coaching clients, is I've been using Skool as a free, upfront, top of funnel service. Okay? So kind of like a lead magnet, kind of like a marketing asset in a sense. I've been pretty much implementing free Skool communities. Okay? So what we have been doing, and what this is something that you can do, is you pretty much put together a free Skool community. You pimp it out. You put as much information as you can in there. You make it amazing. People come in. They look at their level of dopamine goes like this. They come in. When someone buys something or gets into something or gets access to something, their dopamine peaks in the first 2 seconds of purchasing and getting in there. Okay? Their dopamine doesn't peak a month after being in there. It doesn't work like that. Okay? So they come in, they see, oh my god, dopamine. Free Skool community. Okay? And then ascending people later to an actual high ticket offering that is actually an expensive service. That is a premium service. That is a specialized service for a specific person. Okay? I've made several videos actually talking about Skool communities that you can go watch on my channel, and actually how to set this up in full. Okay? But all in all, okay, you need to charge high ticket for an actual service offering, and then you can use Skool to get people in there. What I've also been doing is I've been running traffic instead of trying to build an audience. Like, oh, I'm just going to spend 2 to 3 years building an audience. Fuck that. I know people, even some of my clients who have 500 followers on Instagram who make $50,000 a month. How is that possible? How can you make $50,000 a month with 500 followers? Okay, doesn't make sense. Okay, it's because instead of trying to build an audience and slave away to that, we just utilize paid ads. Okay, I know paid ads. Oh, scary, paid ads. We get people in paid ads to our Skool community. Okay, and then from Skool, we send people to a high ticket offering. We're actually solving every single problem within that client's scope, for example. And that has to be specific. It has to be specialized to a specific person within a specific niche and a specific transformation. So for example, specific person, moms, I don't know, I'm just putting this out. Moms, and the transformation is losing weight, losing 30 pounds in 90 days. I'm just saying this. And fixing your hormones, okay? You position your free Skool community around these people, you run ads to this, and then you would send people to actually a high ticket offering, okay? I've talked about this many times before, but all in all, you're not going to base your business, and it's not a smart idea to base your business around a trend, okay? We don't know if Skool is going to come in the next, we don't know if Skool is going to come and just go. We don't know if it's just going to leave the next day and then just say bye forever. We don't know that because it is a trend, okay? You need to base your business around an actual service offering that is actually priced premium and actually follows the laws that are going to be around for the next decade. The laws of physics that are going to be around for the next 100 years. You need to stay within these boundaries of actually having a high ticket service priced offering. All the big guys in the space, okay, who actually make a really good amount of money have a premium priced offering when they were starting out, okay? Because when you're starting out, like I said, you have no status, okay? You can't do these things that you can do if you have a lot of status, okay? So it's easiest to launch a high ticket offering and center a free Skool community as sending people to that, okay? Basing your business around paid Skool community is not going to make you that much money. Long term, you need a high ticket offering that is super specialized, and then you can become the best in your industry for that. Okay, so if you got value from this video, please leave a thumbs up. I just hate all these people who are just talking about Skool and, oh, Skool is going to change your business. You just need to launch a Skool community and just like, that's pretty much it. It's not going to work out. You need a high ticket offering. You need an actual offering that actually solves the problems. Okay, not just giving them some course modules and saying, go figure it out. All these course sellers, it's a very similar wave. They all follow a similar wave. They launch their course, they make a bunch of sales, they make a bunch of money, but then their client results don't keep up. They barely get any client results. Their client results are like 2%, okay? And then they just go out of business, and then we forget about them a year later, and then they're gone forever, okay? It's the same thing time and time again, okay? So if you're one of these people and you're a fitness coach or a health coach, go watch some of my other videos. This is just a pretty basic rant that I wanted to talk about because so many people are just basing everything around Skool. It's not going to work out. You need to be specialized if you actually want to take over your niche or your vertical that you're in within health or fitness. And you actually have to provide a service offering that solves every problem within that specific person's scope of problems. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope you appreciate it.